What's up, boys? Just gonna be doing a little recap on a trade I took this week on Asia Gold. So I actually got break even. It was pretty brutal because it was a really nice trade. So basically, it's 7:45 right now. So just coming to this session, I was pretty bullish. Why? It's pretty simple. Basically, we are rejecting from this gap. And what did we do with the new week opening gap? Yeah, we tap into it. We retraced into this bullish fair value gap, and we rejected out of it. If we were to be bearish, we would have tap in the new week opening gap and then disrespect this bullish gap and start respecting some bearish gap. That's not what we did. All right, we respected this bearish gap, a bullish gap, and we started disrespecting bearish gaps. All right, so that made a pretty bullish bias for me, and we also are into a bullish market maker model. All right, so like that. So I'm just really bullish. Like ultimately, I would like this draw, which is 887. I do think we might have already took it right now, but yeah, so that's just what for my bias. Now, what I actually wanted to see happen is, we can get rid of this. It's just a resweep, just a sweep, just a sweep of like this intermediate low right here because we are inside a 15-minute gap, and it's also going to be a 1-hour fair value gap in about 15 minutes. So that was pretty much my bias. And once it's tapped, I just want to see price go up. So, and that was I want to see 8 p.m. open lower. So we have like an hourly PO3. All right, so we're just gonna go and let price play to see what happens. Up. All right. So basically it's gonna be 8 p.m. in a second. So if we can take the CE of this range, like this range from the manipulation to this 5-minute gap to here, if we can hit the CE of it, it would be really great. Here we tapped into a 5-minute bearish gap and we respected it. So this is basically becoming an intermediate high, which could be great for a target or a break-even point. All right, so yep, like that. So now, what did we do at 8 p.m.? Bang, we opened lower, which is exactly what I wanted to see. Now, I would have really liked to just bang this long out of this 1-minute rejection, but we do not get it. That would have been a pretty solid setup to just take a quick long right there, like that, but we actually didn't get it, so pretty unfortunate. I'm still looking for this setup, so at the moment, the highest time frame inversion is the 2-minute because the 3-minute didn't close yet. The 5-minute neither. So that was basically would be a 3-minute inversion, a 2-minute inversion for now. Do we get it? Nope. And now we have a 3-minute for value gap that just opened right there. So that would be our inversion if I wanted to take it long. We also swept the EQ of the range, and we just created a wick, so that is also pretty good. So now if I want to take this long, I need a 3-minute inversion. Now, do not get it yet, neither, and then we get it. So the inversion isn't the best for multiple reasons. So basically, the wicks. All right, we have a big wick here, big wick. Here we also have a big wick, so this basically shows rejection, and even this candle has some wicks. Now, I wouldn't have liked this candle, the one that actually closed above the gap, to close also above this one, so it shows that better, just for more confirmation. Now, I still really like that because we kind of have like all of this, you know, like that, this was basically some low time frame LR here. So I actually took that trade. Yup, I did. Yeah, I did. So I entered off the 3-minute inversion, which is the highest time frame inversion of the leg, manipulation leg. So I took this thing, I think. Like something. Yup, something like that, I think. Yup. Exactly, something like that. So I took that, and my target was 1 hour intermediate high. So basically, just this hourly high resting in this 1 hour bearish fair value gaps. All right, so really clean, really nice setup. Apart from the inversion, that wasn't the best. It was a pretty nice setup. So for my break-even point, I had to go with the intermediate high because it was a pretty decent draw. So I had to go break even once it reached it. It was pretty close though, that's one thing. It was not super far. So I still used it because it was a pretty strong draw. Like resting in the equilibrium of the range, like a pretty good draw. So I had to go break even right there. So I basically took that. It was like a 2R, I think. Like something like that. Alright. Now here we got a massive candle with a lot of displacement. I was really confident in that setup because after this big candle I was really like happy because of it. So I actually did move break even once we hit my break even point. But for a trade recap, I won't move to break even just to show y'all because he actually got brutally edged. Oh wait, yeah. My entry was a bit higher. Because as we can see here, like where we're actually live trading, price jumped, there's a gap, so I actually got entered, like my actual entry was like around here, basically. And what did we do? We just wicked it like that. That was really brutal. Like exactly like that. So I actually got stopped out. Right there. Alright, because in live conditions, price just jumped straight there. So I basically didn't enter here. I entered more here. So I actually got break even right there. So that was a break even trade. The draws are actually still really good. I had like this. What's this? Yeah, this was my maximal draw. All right, that I had right down in my bias. So that was basically it. I think it did it full TP though. Just gonna go on the 3-minute. Oh damn, yeah. Oh yeah, I remember there. Oh yeah. So that was actually pretty good though. Right there. So I would have gotten break even anyways because we retraced right there, and that was another setup that I could have took. So we tapped into this 5-minute gap right there, and then we got a 1-minute fair value gap here. 1 minute IFVG, bang, and that would have been a long, just like that. There's a lot of things going on right now on the chart, so my bad for that. So yeah, basically just same thing. That was a great setup. The reason why I didn't take it is because I don't want to let my emotions take a bad setup because I got break even right there and it was kind of playing out. Alright, so I didn't want to maybe take a bad trade because of this. Another reason is because it was 2029, so because we were opening a new 30-minute candle, we could have easily see price just remanipulate the low and then go for my take profit. Alright, so that's not something I want to happen to me. Alright, and my stop loss was pretty small, like compared to this one, it was pretty small, so it could have happened, but it didn't. Alright, so basically because of 29. Okay, so because it was a new 30-minute candle opening, so can still take it for y'all. Bang. So a pretty high RR, 3.5 RR is pretty high for my strat. Break even here. This does it though. Bang. So as I said, my original draw, that was my original TP right there. Then I got like tickled 2 times and I got break even. But that was a good re-entry, but because of 2029 I didn't take it. And because of my break even before, I don't wanna risk again, and maybe my analysis wasn't good, so that's why I didn't take that trade, but it was a pretty solid setup. So that's pretty much it for the recap. Pretty unfortunate to be honest, but that's pretty good trading session. So if you don't have any question about this trading night, just ask me on Instagram or in the comments, and you can join my free Discord. I can just drop the link in the comments if y'all want. So that's pretty much it for this recap. I hope y'all learned something, and I'll see you all in the next one.